Hey everybody! I hope you're having a great day today. And I am brought with my other bestie. His name is Ace, and I'm so happy he gets to be here today because I asked him, I was like, hey, I need someone on my show this week. He's like, say less. And so I'm just so happy he moved things around and made time and is here in this divine moment. Say hello, Ace, to everybody in the chat.
Bonsoir, guten Abend, good evening, ladies and gents, boys and girls. Thank you so much for hosting me, Charente. I think it's going to be fire tonight.
It's definitely going to be fire. I'm excited. Y'all, you know that I've been trying to add more games, more party, okay, rock in the house tonight kind of moments on this channel. So we're going to play a game of Kahoot. If you want to follow along, you can go to kahoot.it right now.
Got it. And it's asking me for a game pin.
Yes, it is. But first, before we do that, we are going to decide what type of game we're going to play. Are y'all ready? Okay, let's go. So right now it's on Treasure Trove. Should we play Robot Run? The Lost Pyramid or Submarine?
Hang time for a second. The Lost Pyramid, what is that?
Lost Pyramid. It says team up, collaborate, and be the first to reach the Lost Pyramid in the strategic team game. Team members need to work together to reach the top spot. And it said you have to be sitting next to each other, so that's like the only thing.
Okay, so we can't sit next to each other, so that one is out.
Let's not do that one.
Yeah, what was the first one?
I believe the first one was Treasure Trove.
Yeah, that looks like fun. What is that?
So answer questions correctly to collect treasure for your travel. Quickly tap the treasure as it flies by. Don't need to get too greedy or you might be fooled.
Okay, let's go.
You want to? Oh, okay, y'all. Well, this is the game we're playing. I'll do 10 minutes. If you want to play that game, you're going to see the game code. You can add yourself in.
Oh, wait. That was too fast.
Oh, no. So right now, I can't even see it.
Yeah, it just popped up for a second and then...
Okay,
yeah, all I saw was 413. That's how far I got.
There we go. So it is 413-7132.
7132. Enter.
Okay. I'm in. Right now it is 8:06 p.m. on July 30th. That is when it is. And what time it is. If anyone else wants to join in, you are more than free. I'm going to leave this up for another 15 seconds, and then we're just going to lock in and get started. Okay? Because I'm ready to play.
I think this seems like a hard game, and that's why people are not joining yet.
You think it's a hard game? I don't think this one's going to be...
I said it seems like it may be a hard game. I'm not sure, I don't know if it's intimidating. You played it before?
I've played multiple Kahoots. I've built a couple, and I can say they're fun to play when you have like people around you and stuff.
Yeah, I haven't graduated to Kahoots yet. I've played them at work a few times, but when my family and I have like a Scriptlash, have you played that before?
No, I haven't. I have not.
Well, I'll give you the cliff notes another time.
Okay, so someone asked what's the game code? So the game code is 413-7132. 413-7132. That is the game code. And I can say I thought that when I screen shared, y'all would actually be able to see the screen a whole lot more. So I think what I'm going to do is reshare the screen one more time, but do it in another fashion because y'all should have been able to see everything.
I see a Eastern European name on here, and it said I was awake up at 5:67. Now maybe we need to. I do not speak Russian. I do not speak Polish, but I speak German. Maybe the missing link is that we need to say the game code in German or something like that.
Mm. Then
Or
again, you are
Spanish.
multilingual, my friend. You are
Right.
multilingual. So for Phoebe, one more time, 4-1. Oh, there's Phoebe. Okay, let's go here. We're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, answer 3 questions correctly to collect your treasure for your next trove. To collect, quickly tap the treasure as it flies by. Tip: make sure to only collect the jewels. Okay? And we're about to get started. If you have your game, let's go. Okay. Yeah. Okay, where are we? Oh, snap. Oh, is that what they're talking about? I think I understand what they mean by the game. I think I do.
I'm collecting
Oh,
jewels.
I
They
collected
also threw a
something.
bone at me.
Yeah, I collected a bone. I wasn't supposed to collect a bone. Yeah, I lost points because I collected a bone. Okay, so mindfulness. Oh, snap. Okay, so which habits boost your mental health, realistic goals, mindfulness, enough sleep, or all of the above? I'm gonna put all of the above. Best ways to build relationships.
I think I think my questions are different than yours.
Your questions are different?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Advice for a new student.
No, I have that as well.
Okay. Huh. That's interesting. Y'all, I'm learning this Kahoot game every single time that I go live. Please, I need y'all to really understand that about me.
Okay, I'm starting to collect diamonds again. It's firing diamonds at me.
Okay. Oh no, not the dogs. Wait. I almost got the bone again.
Don't let it fool you.
Child. Okay.
Throwing lots of bones at me. Very deceiving.
So how's it going? Oh no, okay. We're okay. What's the best way to relax? Okay.
Yeah, we are definitely. They shuffle the questions. You have different ones.
Okay.
How to build a support system. Join clubs.
How to balance school and work or social life. Uh okay. Okay, now I have to do the gyms again. You can do this, Charente. No bones. No bones. No bones. This is possible.
It is possible. But they're getting tricky with the bones.
Wait a minute. They're added orange? Pause.
Ah!
No!
I missed the diamond.
Oh man.
No, go in there.
Okay.
Maybe I need to two-finger it.
Sweet baby Ray. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
say
an orange one.
Right.
I got that.
You got an orange
Achievable
one?
goals to
Oh my gosh.
reduce stress.
Sure. Why not? Oh no, I got that wrong. Okay. What's the next one? What's your Oh my gosh.
Get
Okay.
ready for the game again.
Okay, best.
4 fingers.
Okay. I got one right. I'm not at the gyms yet. What's
Almost got the bone.
I'm not even at the gyms again. Okay. Let's go. Get ready to game. I can do this. No bones, no bones, no bones.
What's your biggest challenge?
Because they give you all the gyms and then like the bones just come out of nowhere.
Almost there.
No.
How to balance academic and personal life. Time management. Skipping classes. Ignoring friends. Overworking. Time management. True or false? Breaks are important. True.
What's the biggest challenge?
How
Oh
to
my
balance
gosh.
school and social life. Saying no, setting priorities, time management, all of the above. Let's go. And another game.
Okay. How to balance
Oh my
academic.
god, they throw a stinky fish at me and bones.
Stinky fish?
Yeah, it looked rotten.
Okay, achievable goals reduce stress. Yes, sure, why not?
Woo! Missing diamonds.
Oh my gosh, how to build support system. Sure, drawing clubs. Now I'm gaming again. Okay. Oh my gosh. I see the fish. What? Okay. This is wild. I can do this. This is
Physical
possible.
appearance builds confidence. True. Oh, it says false. Wait, what? Okay.
Dude, I got that wrong too.
What's one mental health tip?
Okay.
Mindfulness. Which habits boost mental health? Some of the above. Boom. What's your biggest challenge? All of the above.
How to stay organized, planner.
I feel like I'm getting an education here.
I'm learning stuff too. It's okay to feel wrong. True.
I feel like I got coerced into saying that one question. I don't think they were right. I think you're physically fit. It helps with confidence. Or, like you're moving helps with confidence, I think. Oh my god.
I think it does too. I'm gonna be honest, and that's why I thought that was
for the life of me get these diamonds anymore. They're too fast and they're throwing bones everywhere.
Oh my gosh. Okay. 1 second.
I did not. Oh, well, it says top 5.
And then let me do this really fast.
Best ways to study for exams. Study schedule. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. Yes.
It is okay to feel overwhelmed. That is 100% true. Okay.
I feel like these questions are repetitive now.
That's what I thought too, because of the fact that I have the exact same questions over and over again.
Yeah.
Or is that just me? And we still have 3 minutes to go.
Same.
And someone came in. Okay. I'm just.
The diamonds are going to really fly now. Ah! Sorry. Oh my god, I cannot. Oh my god. Oh no, another bone. This is tough stuff. Oh, the one that I thought was like a fake thing, it was like the bonus diamond. Breaks are important, true. I think we need a break from this game. What's one mental health tip? Mindfulness. What's your biggest challenge? All of the above. Submit. I hear music somewhere. Oh, that's coming from you, I think. Charente, is your audio still on?
No. Now can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Oh my gosh! I did not collect the right thing. It turned my thing a different color screen. What was that?
Minus 500 was what I just got.
Mine was like this diamonds thing that I hit, and it changed my screen a different color. Man. Okay. Okay. Best way to build relationships. I'm gonna say all of the above. Okay. Best way to study for exams. Study schedule. Social media can be positive. And now I'm back to gaming again. Okay. Let's see here. Oh no. Don't turn it. Don't turn it another color. Ah. Okay.
I feel like this Kahoot, the challenge really is to answer the same questions all the time and keep engaged.
Dude, that's what I am thinking too. We still have 40 seconds. And Phoebe is killing. Wait, Phoebe is in the lead. They are focused. I see you, Phoebe. Or Febby. What's one of your mental health, mindfulness? One more. I have to say false, even though I swear it's true.
Oh God, I'm not even reading the questions anymore. I got my first one wrong. Sheesh.
Come on. Let this finish. Come, we can do this. This is possible. Fingers.
Drum roll.
Oh, thank baby Jesus. Okay.
Ladies and gents, boys and girls.
What we have here.
Brrrah!
What we have here. Hey, Phoebe. Hey, get it. Woo-hoo! Congratulations. I'm going to maximize this right quick. Take a screenshot. There we go.
Cool.
Oh, wait. Let me do that one more time. Take a screenshot because you won, and I want to make sure you got this screenshot.
Crushed us.
Like, annihilated. I see you. I see you. Okay.
We're not even close.
Not even. Not even. Amazing job. So now let's get to this right here. And to answer your question, no, I would need parental consent to add you to this live or to go live with you. That is just a legality type of thing. That's not something that just happens. There's steps to it. I will say that for me. So,
but my mommy isn't with us. She can't give me consent. No.
I was like, I actually would need like an email, and it's actually a whole release form that I do.
Okay.
Smart. That's what I'm talking about specifically, because for me, children's safety is very important to me, and it doesn't matter what country you're in.
Absolutely.
So that's why I was like, so not just every time, even though I would love to have you on, I just want to make sure that we're staying safe and all the in between. So we are here, Ace, to talk about back to school survival guide. I want to know from the people in the audience right now, if you're in, what grade are you going to be in? What grade are you about to go into right now? Is it 5th grade, 6th grade, going to college, or you're just here to support people? What grade are you going to be in? Because it will help me shape our questions to make sure we're actually answering things that you guys want to know. Or just let us know what your questions are when it comes to back to school. I can say physical appearance to me builds my confidence. That's why I do my makeup. So when
you disagree with the answer to that question as well?
Yeah, I kept getting it wrong. I was like, no, it helps me with build my confidence. So what are you talking about, game? So
no, I think so too. You know, if I look better, I feel better, and I think that makes me more confident.
Definitely same here. And that's why I was like, when I saw it, I was like, why are you lying to me? No, I feel good, so I look good, and I am good. But I don't say that because of how I look. That is the end all be all. But it does help me with my self-esteem when I'm feeling kind of low.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you.
And hello, Lovey. I think that is Pulse. I don't have my glasses on today, so my sight is a little bit off. So if I said your name wrong, I'm sorry, and I do love you. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. Okay, so I'm going to say first day of school. What should they do? What should they anticipate? How should they handle themselves? Because I think you've seen Inside Out and Riley going into school for the first time and all the in-betweens and how she was very nervous and sad at the same time. So my question for you, Ace, because
Mhm.
I believe you have daughters, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I have two daughters.
You
Correct.
got two? One, two?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, zwei.
Twice. Okay. Question. What are their ages, if you don't mind me asking?
17 and 15.
Okay, so they've been through the first days of school already.
Yes.
My question to you is, how do you help them get ready for the first day of school?
Let me backpedal a little bit because in Germany, where I went to school, we had this first day of school ever, right? Like, so when I started elementary school, every German kid gets this big old paper cone and it is filled with candy and little things that will help you with school, like school supplies, pencils, pencil sharpener, erasers. And if I go back in time, that was such a neat thing to have because you had something to look forward to. So if I were to extrapolate then from the situation, I mean obviously what we already talked about, right? Like dress good, like dress so you're excited about the way you look, provided you don't have to wear a school uniform. But even then you can do something with that, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then the second thing is I noticed one of the questions in the Kahoot said, be yourself, right? How do you connect with other students? I can't remember the exact wording, but it said, be yourself. So, like, not overthinking things and just, trying to be yourself, be at ease, think about situations where you spend time with your friends and you're just, you don't have to think or worry about stuff. You don't have to worry about other people and, how you may be perceived. So just, I think like that was a good point. Be yourself. Those would be just a couple of things that come to my mind from right off the bat.
I will say yes, and stop thinking too highly of yourself. The things that you're thinking about that you think that people are thinking about you, they're probably not thinking them about you. I just need y'all to really hear that. They're probably not thinking that thing that you're thinking that they're thinking about you. They're probably not thinking that at all. I just need you to really not understand that. So if you are taking the time to pick yourself apart in the mirror, no one is doing that besides you until someone else, they can sense it and they
Hmm.
start doing it to you, but that's because you started it. So stop starting it with yourself and pour the love into yourself when you look into the mirror and know that you don't, you guys know I wear makeup and sometimes I don't wear makeup. Y'all know this on my channel. Why? Because it does, you don't have to wear makeup. It is not a necessity. It is not. Why is it not a necessity? One, because of the fact that we were born with makeup on our faces. Now were we? Now were we? No, we were not. We were
I
not.
wear hats a lot, you know. I wasn't born with a hat, but I like playing with them. And plus, they say skin cancer is real for Black people as well. So you may as well wear a hat, or at least I may.
Oh yeah, and that's why I was like, for me, it's just being mindful of who's actually doing the bullying before the bullying even starts too. And
Mm-hmm.
also, I wanted to talk about bullying real fast.
100.
Um, please talk to somebody if it starts happening. I'm being serious. Like, talk to a teacher, talk to an adult, even if it's another teacher from another class, the vice principal, principal, and or and your parents. Your parents need to know. If they don't know, how can they help you when they get that phone call? They can't. They can say, "Oh, I didn't know about this." Well, they didn't tell me about this. Talk to your parent, let them know what's going on. That's like the first thing that I'm going to say. And the second thing is find whoever, make a friend. Having a friend makes it easier. At least one friend makes it easier to get through the school
Mm-hmm.
year.
Mm-hmm.
Just one. You don't have to have 5 or 6 people. One is good.
Real talk.
And hey to hey Dr. Fashion. Hey. So there's also that, and also someone says bro's drip level is over 9,000, and I was like, that's 100 right there. Yeah, it is. His drip level is ridiculous over there.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
So I was like, I saw that and I was like, that's a big fact. And then another person said, man, it's crazy how much we look alike. Now my question is, who are they talking to? That's like the second question. I was like, is that me or is that you? Um, Let me actually drink some water because I can already feel Adelaide saying, "Did you drink your
Yeah,
water?"
I should have kept the picture by the table. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But at least I got some water in before we started this awesome little live stream.
Oh, it's all good. I will
You
say,
have
if
a good crowd,
pause,
Renta.
just let me know.
Okay.
Okay, so next question for you
Hmm?
is how.
All right. Whew. I think I'm on.
Okay,
I'm on.
so they're getting into class and they're seeing that what they're being presented by the teacher is super, super overwhelming.
Hmm.
Like to the point where they're like, I'm going to fail the class.
Yeah.
What is something that you can say to help them with them having that thought process?
Um, Slow down and drill down, right? Like one of my mentors said, you can eat an elephant one bite at a time. Although I don't recommend eating an elephant, but what she really meant to say is if you break things into small incremental steps, you can tackle a very overwhelming and seemingly insurmountable task, right? And what I did when I returned to school and became, one of the best students, I always had like it's at work right now, but I had a physical planner that I put on my desk like on a monthly basis. Let's see it. Okay, so you have a book that's a planner. I had like the big thing that you can actually lay on your table. And then I would write into every school day exactly what my expectations were. If I had exams, I color coded so that I could prepare, typically speaking, 2 weeks ahead of time for an exam. I never in my whole life pulled an all nighter. I always went to bed somewhat on time. And I don't remember one time like once I had that system locked in, feeling like overwhelmed. I felt like okay, so there's a lot to study for, and I put pressure on myself, but I didn't feel overwhelmed. So I never needed to stay up a whole night, and it worked out pretty well for me.
Hey, I will say, as someone that has crammed before in college,
Mm,
don't do that, y'all. Like, just don't do it. It's hard. It's hard, and
mm.
I put my body through the ringer to do that because I was hopped up on energy drinks, and that's not good for the body, y'all. I'm gonna say that now. I'm gonna say it directly to the camera. It is not good to only drink energy drinks. It's not healthy for your body. It is not. I had to do that though because I decided to wait till the last minute to get my schoolwork done. I got a C, so I passed the class, but it wasn't my best because I didn't schedule, I didn't make time for it, and I didn't prioritize school. I prioritized everything else but school. So I will say be mindful of that and be mindful to actually get your work done. I can say when I was in grade school, though, I made sure all my work was done during class time. So I didn't have homework. I had classwork and lots of it.
And it even said it in the Kahoot, to just reference it again, that how do you tackle studying overwhelm? And one of the answers was not by procrastinating, right? Um, I feel like procrastinating may be fun in the short term, but it's relatively detrimental in the long term. So then, like, how do you avoid procrastinating? Well, starting with small, manageable tasks, and then, or taking a big task and breaking into a smaller task and just making yourself do a few reps, right? That's how you get better with everything, I think.
No, you do. And I will say, okay, you said break things into. I'm about to be extra, y'all, because we're here. I'm gonna open my notebook.
I love that.
Let's actually draw this out really fast. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna change my camera so you guys can actually like see other stuff. Give me 1 second. I gotta get a clean page.
Is it cool if I grab a glass of water real
Go
quick?
ahead.
I'll be
Go
right back.
ahead. I'm
Thank
not
you.
gonna stop you, love. Let me grab my pins and I'm gonna switch screens, y'all. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna hide myself. Okay. So you guys can actually see me, but also see this. So this is my notebook, and just so you know, I do have the sticky tabs because these do help you place to know like what you're talking about. Whether you write math right here, English right here, art right here, or whatever the subject is, it's very helpful, especially when you're just trying to thumb through your notebook to find easily your notes for that particular subject. So sticky tabbies, y'all, use them. Also, here, where are they? Before I drop my makeup everywhere. Sticky notes. Sticky notes are
Mm-hmm.
very helpful as well, especially when you're trying to
Mm-hmm.
memorize stuff. Sticky notes are super, super helpful. So those are just two things, the tabs and the stickies. Okay. So you said make a plan. So my question to you is what type of plan do you normally make when it comes to this?
Are we talking about when I was in school? Are we talking about my day-to-day life now, or what would you
I
like
will
me
say
to?
when it comes to school.
Yeah. So with school, I got lucky. When I went to school, I know when my midterms and my final exams were, right? And so I would put those on the calendar so I could visually see them. And then every task, every test, not like midterms or finals, but we had a lot of quizzes and tests. I knew exactly when they were, so I would never forget when to study for them.
There we go. So I will say the first thing that you'll need to have is your class syllabus or that overframe from your teacher of what the school semester is going to look like for you.
Mm-hmm.
I would get that. From there, that's when I would create a schedule.
Mm-hmm.
I'll either put this in my phone in Google Calendar, and some people have found great success in using a platform known as Notion.io. It's a free platform that you can use to project manage for your school stuff, and you can find an easy template for that as well if you want to do it online. Okay. Besides taking the schedule, I then break down what is actually going to be required of me. So let's say that there are certain times that I'm going to have to actually read. I'm okay. But I'm gonna have to read. Okay, sometimes that was like the hardest thing for me. I'm not even gonna lie for school is reading. So that would mean setting aside, saying, you know, I'm gonna set aside 30 minutes every day, and I'm gonna do it right after school. So I'm gonna do it around 5 p.m. I'm gonna read for 30 minutes every single day, just to make sure that I can get all my readings done. To make sure that I'm following what the class syllabus is giving me, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever the teacher provided. Right. Then, of course, I'm also going to schedule out playtime because just because you are working does not mean that don't need a rest. Resting is such like an important thing as well
I
as
agree.
your studying done.
I
So we
agree.
want to schedule in some play and then follow what time that we scheduled that play, right? I want you to also put in when is your homework time and then stick to this. If your friends are saying, I want to hang out with you right now, no, right now I have homework time.
I had to say no a lot, and I was in the music business at the time while I went to school, and I had so many fun opportunities to go out. But Friday nights, my light were on. I lived on a busy street, so my friends would drive by and they'd be like, "Hey, Ace, you're coming?" I'm like, "Nah, I gotta, I gotta study." And maybe going back in time, I overdid it a little bit with the studying. I should have maybe also networked a little bit more, but that's for later, especially for college, that's important. Just, if you're in high school, like keeping your grades up will just give you so many more options than mediocre grades.
Oh yeah, and I'll also say this is something that I did is I really paid attention to what the school was requiring of me before I graduated at
Mm-hmm.
every level that I was at. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to make sure that without a shadow of a doubt I was going to graduate on time with everything that I needed for so to prepare me for college. So
Right.
I made sure to take like Avid, that's what it was called back in the day, which is where they would get you college ready.
Mm-hmm.
And something that they provided us was making sure that we were actually taking the required courses when it
Yeah.
came to electives, general education courses, and all the in betweens. And something that I made sure to do was to actually like block out, okay, I am taking care of these requirements right now. And literally
Mm-hmm.
block it out per semester to see, hey, am I going to finish high school like before time or am I going to
Mm-hmm.
finish right on time? At
Mm.
the trajectory for freshman year, I was going to finish actual high school about one semester early
Oh,
with how
interesting.
I had
Cool.
my stuff planned. And
Yes.
I can say is I got super sick in my high school years and I still graduated on time.
That's
No,
wonderful.
but it's that looking at it from a holistic point of view first. What am I really being asked in this school? How am I actually going to be able to graduate? Whether it's a high school exit exam or California has state testing, whatever that looks like for you, making sure you know per your state, per whatever school you're going to, whether it's homeschool, online school, in person school, charter school, private school, public school. I've been to all the schools. Figure out what's required of you and then make a plan from what you already know, because it's hard to make a plan for something that you don't know. Or am I wrong in saying that?
No, that makes perfect sense. And there's a good quote by James Clear that says, "You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems." And if we're thinking about it contextually, your system is the study plan that you're just writing out for, your community here that they can follow. And if you have a good system and you match that or you pair that with a goal, then you can really start, you know, doing some damage. So I think that's wonderful that you actually drawn that out.
Summer, fall. So just so y'all can see it a little bit better, because I know it's really low. There you are. So something I want you to also, like I said, think about. This is the full year. Thinking about the school year in a full year. Winter, what's required of you? Spring, what's required of you? Summer, what's required of you? Are you doing summer school because you want to? I know I did because I wanted to, not because I had to. I was extra. Okay. Fall, what are you doing? If you're in high school, are you going to take a zero period? Is it going to be like driving, orchestra? What is it going to be that's going to get you out super early in the morning for your extracurricular activity? What is that going to be? If you're in college, same concept. Yes, you're away from your family and all your normalness, but at the same time, keep yourself grounded because you're there to complete your degree plan. Okay? You're there to complete something. So don't lose sight of that. But if it's not the right major for you, let's say if you're in college, know that you can always change your major. That
Hmm.
like evaluate all the courses for all the different majors that you're thinking about and only take the general education that's available in all of those different ones so you still have a free reign of choices. And then maybe take one major class just to see if you even like that degree plan. Ideas? Do you have any ideas for that? Because that's how I did college.
No, I'm with you.
Um, what else can I say that might help you guys for back to school? Oh, pens and stuff like that. So this is not for those. I need y'all to know I have no pencils. Why? Because I'm not a pencil girly, but I got pens for days. Why? Because I color code my notes. Can't make this up. And what I will do is, even if I change things around, I'll put a box on my notes to say like green equals math 132. And then I'll say, oh, you know what? Brown equals English 101. Like literally just writing it down and color coding it because it is helpful when you're thinking about your notes. And for me, I have like mini a photo memory. So I can literally rethink about my notes based off the color and go back in my brain.
Isn't
in
that
that
cheating?
regard. So that's something else that can help you guys out. Let me put these pins away. You
I
see them.
think too, one of the best relievers of stress and anxiety is exercise. It's proven. And so, if you're extra nervous before your first day of school, or if you're just anxious, like the least you can do is go for a walk. But if you can do some vigorous physical exercise, be that playing basketball or going for a run or going in the gym and lifting, I think that, I mean, depending on how old you are, not everybody can go to the gym, but I think that would be a good outlet to reduce some of the nervous jitters that may befall you before the first day of school.
I forgot how to spell success. And that's why I was like, why am I having this moment? It happens though. Okay, so I wrote that down because you said exercise, so I wrote that down really fast.
Hmm.
I put walk, dance, or yoga because those are my go-tos that I can
Yeah,
always get done, like legitimately. So I was like, that'll be walking, dancing, and yoga. But figure out what exercises work for you, like legit. That's something else that like I really didn't think about as I was younger. I didn't think that I was allowed to do any other exercises. I thought it could only be one exercise, and if I don't do that one exercise, then I'm not exercising.
right,
You
right.
have like so many different types of exercise that
Oh,
you.
absolutely. And I feel like there's extra joy if you can play a group sport and if it, coincides with, your first day of school or a day before then. Because as a group, if you're playing team sports, and I've played both, team sports just creates an extra layer of connectivity to your community or the people you surround yourself with. And so it helps calm your central nervous system even better, I'd say.
Oh yeah, I will say yes, and mm, I liked playing football, handball. I was in
Hmm.
track and field. All that was fun, especially I loved slash hated conditioning. I had
Yes.
a love hate relationship with it. And it only was because my classes were back to back, so I would have conditioning, and then right after that, I would have marching band on the field again. So
Hmm.
I was literally on that field for at least 2 hours out of the day, and the field was super hot. So my rubber on my shoes would melt off, and I would have to get like new
That's
shoes.
in Las Vegas. Is that fair to say?
No, this was Orange Lutheran out in California.
Okay. Okay.
We
Yeah,
were
it
on an
does get hot here in
astroturf.
the summer.
The astroturf is a lot hotter. That's
Yeah.
like the only thing, and that it got hot, and I didn't anticipate it. Mm-mm. So yeah, I will say also I wrote something else down because I was like, what else can I give you guys? Electives. Electives are there for you to explore and be curious. They're
Hmm.
there for you to have fun, as well as they're there for you to explore possibly new hobbies.
Absolutely.
So figure out what goes best with you and do those electives, especially if they're within what is being required of you to get your degree. Whether it's your high school diploma, whether it is your college, master's, doctorate, doesn't matter. Figure that out for yourself because electives for me are a way for like that's how I figured out I liked to be a musician, but I
Hmm.
also liked like the brain side of things at the same time. I really appreciate the art. I did art appreciation. I realized I liked art a lot more than I realized. I also realized I liked what was it drama club and
Hmm.
acting things out. That was a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. I
But
feel that.
you wouldn't know unless you actually chose some electives that just made you curious. You feel me?
Abs- Absolutely. What type of music? What type of musician were you? Were you an instrumentalist or vocalist or?
Instrumentalist, so clarinet,
Oh,
and then I
cool.
also
I
did
love the clarinet.
xylophone.
We're doing jazz stuff or what type of?
No, I wasn't. So I did orchestra for a brief moment. That was the viola, and then I moved into drumline, which I was in the pit and doing the xylophone, and
Okay.
then I did marching and parade band and field band, and did that as a clarinetist.
Okay.
So Multiple instruments, all fun though. All
Have
fun.
you ever produced any music like with knowing as many instruments as you do, or has that never been your shtick?
Um, I will say the stuff that you guys hear for Affirmation Station Show is stuff that I've made off of GarageBand and me being silly. Uh,
Yeah.
so I do it here and there for some of the stuff that you guys like witness on my page. But other than that, I keep to myself. I keep myself
Okay.
under wraps,
I
and I
feel
just
it.
make it.
Hey, I wanted to share maybe one more thing. You know what we didn't put on the calendar, we put exercise, but also time to decompress, right? Because you can't just be grinding on your schoolwork the whole time. So, and then like just also kind of defining what that means for you. Like how do you like to decompress? What's a healthy way to decompress? Like thinking about those things a little bit ahead of time. You know, if you recharge your batteries by being around your homies or your loved ones or your family, right? That could be one thing. Another thing could be, spending time in nature. The next person says, well, I'm reading a lot for school, but you know what? My passion is reading. So not neglecting that. And I think in general, hobbies give us so much joy, and then coupling that with like time, uh that you can take to decompress, that should go in your schedule as well, knowing when you can just goof off, so to speak, and allow yourself to take the pedal off the metal or the foot off the gas.
Oh yeah. So I just wrote that down in a nice, pretty way. So
Hmm.
under plan for success, I wrote down so you guys can actually see it. My bad. Okay. So let me bring this up. Okay. So I put plan for success. Do the schedule. I want you to look at your schoolwork. I want you guys to look at your homework. I want you to look at your extra credit. Also extracurricular activities. It means two different things. Also, I want you guys to look at your play and schedule that out. And also schedule out family time, because just because it's playtime doesn't mean it's family time.
Yeah.
Okay? Two different times. So make sure you're putting it in for both. And then I also want to make sure I don't forget this one very, very, very important thing.
One of your family members dropped a note here: I love to dance and swim. It's perfect.
Oh, hi, Mama. That's my mom.
That's your mom?
That's
That's
my
perfect.
mom. Hi,
Hey,
Mom.
Sharanta's mom. That's cool. Does your mom come on to this every once in a while?
Yeah, she does. She supports me always.
Oh yeah, you're
I love
blessed.
her.
You're blessed. I love that for you. That's great.
Okay, so the very important thing that I forgot was self care. I
Yeah,
just that completely
that's
speaks my mind. I was
that's
like,
what
you
I
missed
was
that out,
referring to. Yeah, overarchingly speaking, absolutely.
and that's why I was like, I forgot that. So I was like, I need to make sure to put that. And then on the other side for the electives, I put fun classes and hobbies. Like I said, I
Hmm.
want you guys to explore. Remember, think about the entire year. Two, bullying, talk to a adult, whether it's your parent, the teacher, the school principal, vice principal. Make sure that you say something and speak up. Some
So
people say
important.
that's snitching. I say that's making sure that you are protecting yourself and others.
I'm gonna raise a question for which I don't have an answer, and I
Mm.
don't know if you have an answer, but it's certainly one that's worth contemplating. I grew up in Germany, and oftentimes I was the only black kid within a 5 mile radius, and I was bullied a lot in school until the end of third grade. And yes, I went to the teachers, and yes, I talked to my mom, and yes, there were parents invited to the school, but you know what? The bullying didn't stop. And as a little dude, I didn't know what to do, but when I fought physically back, which is not what I'm proposing here, but when I fought physically back, the bullying stopped. And so there has to be a better way to address this. And I don't know how attune American schools are and how fast they could put the kibosh on something like that. But it's maybe one thing, if you have any thoughts on it, or if you want to share this with your audience later. Let's say you do elevate this to whatever teacher or school principal, and you're not being heard and the bullying continues, it'd be interesting to see what other tools are out there. Who else can you talk to but your parents? Do you know what I mean?
I got you. So I will say, as someone that had to continually report things to my teachers and vice principals and principals,
Mm-hmm.
is sometimes you have to go around. So I reported something to the school principal. They didn't do anything about it.
Right.
And this particular situation happened to be I was getting bullied within band by the boys.
Mm-hmm.
That's what was happening. So, with that being said, I talked then to my teacher for
Mm-hmm.
my band class, and he said, "What? What do you mean that they're bullying you?" And he took care of it. He threatened them, saying, "If you continue bullying her, talking to her, doing anything around her that is not okay, you will never see the light of band ever again in high school." He
Okay, so
literally
taking something away that they enjoyed.
Exactly. So I will say sometimes it doesn't necessarily come from the parent that is helping with that mediation. Sometimes it's a teacher stepping in and helping as
Right.
well. So I've had that instance, but I've also had it where a teacher decided they were going to kiss me on the cheek, which is a no-no, y'all. If a teacher ever does that, it's a big no-no. Not ever. That's not okay. I
Mr. Teacher. Woo.
I told the vice principal, I told the principal, and I found out that he didn't just do this to me, he did this to at least 10 other females
Little Jerry
from the band.
Sandusky for you right there. Wow.
So
That's
I found
creepy.
that out. I reported it. We all
Mm-hmm.
did. And they did nothing about it. He was not fired. He was not reprimanded. And he still got charged over us. And I blacked out geometry for years.
And that's what I mean. Like, what do you do in those instances? Right?
Yes. And I will say for me, personally speaking, is I didn't have to deal with that guy ever again because I never had to take his class
Yeah.
again, and I made sure to pass. And that was like the only way to get around it. And then two, when I was planning out my school schedule, I will make sure I was not anywhere near his classroom whatsoever. And also during that time, I got super, 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 super sick, and I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
even able to even go into school to even run
Mm-hmm.
into this man because I was
Mm-hmm.
fighting for my life. So
Wow.
I'm not,
I'm
I'm
sorry to
not
hear
saying that it
that.
was
That
going to
must
be a
have
bad
been difficult.
circumstance, but mine went really, really extreme in my life.
Right.
So I don't really have an answer because I have had different experiences where, yes, one person was actually able to help. Second, no, another person wasn't able to help. And then the third was I even had it where they were able to mediate it and situate it and talk to the parent, and I never had an issue with that person again. So I've had a little bit of all the different types. And I can just say if you're someone that is currently experiencing that, just start talking to someone, start coping healthily. If it means writing poetry, if it means dancing, you gotta transmute that energy. You gotta move that energy, you gotta change it and transform it into something else.
Absolutely.
Because if it sits there, you're going to draw more of it to you. And I'm saying that as someone that realized that I draw more of it to me when I did not deal with it. But when I dealt with it, I dealt with it and I didn't have to deal with it again. If that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I can give because I get that. And like I said, if you're going through that, I'm really, really sorry that you're experiencing that because that's your character development time.
I
I
was
think
about to say, a good friend of mine always likes to say things don't happen to you, but they happen for you. And this happened for me. It helped me, be more resilient and helped me face my fears. I don't wish that upon anybody really like to have the same experience, but it's also not broken me, right? And in that it made me in a sense. So yeah. Well, if that's should you be bullied, I mean, follow those steps and don't think, your situation cannot change. It's sad, but I've heard of or read of incidences where teenagers or children have ended their lives over being bullied, and that's real
Mhm.
talk. So I don't wish that for upon anybody. Like we said, I'm a dad. I have two daughters, and I just think, if you're in a spot where somebody does something mean to you, just find your support system. If you start with your best friend, if nothing else is comfortable, then I would say reach out to your best friend and have a discussion and see if he or she can advocate for you, right?
Oh yeah, and I will say this is my mom put, you also handed it yourself with a lunchbox. I forgot about that incident. Thank you for reminding me about fifth grade, Mom. Thank you so much. I did do that. So there was one time I did take matters in my own hand, Ace, and I
Hmm.
had an empty lunchbox, but it had a tumbler in it, and that was empty too. He touched me inappropriately, and he thought it was okay, and I hurt him,
Yeah.
and he blacked out, and he didn't realize that it was me until I had to remind him in like junior high school, because he started to do that bullying thing again. I was like, remember that time when that you knocked out, you don't know why? That was me. And he
Yes.
said, oh, and I'm like, please stop messing with me. Like, I've done
You're
nothing
like
to you.
Iron Mike and I are tight. Watch out.
So that's why I was like,
Right
I
back at
don't
that.
like taking things into my own hands, though. I'm also going to say that I'd rather talk it out
Sure, of course. That should
than put
always be
my
your
hands on
first
anything.
first line of defense.
Um, my mom said I became a bully challenger. Biggest facts ever. She sure did. My mom don't believe in bullies, and that's why, like, when people started bullying me, I was like, y'all don't want me to call my mama in here because she ends bullies. She will have a heart to heart with you to find out what's going on, and you'll be like, huh, I didn't know I was gonna get therapy right now. Yeah. So I love my mom. And hey again, question: do you watch anime? Because I think someone's asking you about an anime, because I
Me?
don't. Yeah,
I
maybe.
I
It
don't.
says Bokugo or Deku.
I hate to disappoint. I don't watch very much TV. I've seen Twisters, that came out like last week, like a little
Okay.
hurricane movie. It was fun. But no,
All
I
right.
don't. I don't watch very much TV, and unfortunately, my daughters do though. My daughters were really into anime, and they'd be experts on the topic.
I know I'm not. My husband is more expert than me, so I'm not going to say either or. I'm just going to say I support all, because
Yes.
I'm not getting no smoke from either side, all the sides, or none of the sides. I'm just going to say that. Um,
Right.
yeah. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Yeah. And hey, how are you guys doing? Okay, so we are about to actually wrap up, like, in a couple minutes. So, Ace, my question for you, sir, is where can people find you?
So my YouTube channel is simply Ace K like Kilo and then Baker, and I think you got to put spaces in it if you, or you can just Google Ace K Baker and it comes up. And then my Instagram is Ace K Baker as well. I have to admit, I'm not the best at TikTok, so it's I'm working progress. I just, like I get the value of TikTok and I know why people like it, but when I open that thing up and it force feeds me content, that's when I turn things off. I just don't like to be shown anything that, you know, is being pushed upon me. I want to make that choice myself. So anyway, yeah, so at just simply Ace K Baker, people can find me if you can find the channel by going to YouTube. You can always Google it. It comes up, I think, as the first hit, or just Ace Baker if that's easier to remember. But yeah, um, super cool being here. This is honestly my first live stream, so I'm not a newbie anymore, and I
You
love
are
that.
not.
I
Yeah.
love that you were my first live stream partner here. My live stream, my newfound live stream bestie. I like that.
I try to be. I really try to be and help some folk out. And I will say this, because I just want to make sure, because we did talk about bullying and we did talk about individuals taking the time to unalive themselves.
Right.
Please, if you're in the United States, text or call 988. That is the national hotline for mental health.
Mm,
Please reach out to somebody. Please talk to somebody. Please also know that you freaking matter. You matter. Your story matters. Your perspective matters. Everything about you matters.
yes.
And you're enough.
Yes.
You are whole. You are beautiful. You are bright. You are brave. You are smart. You're courageous.
Yes.
I need you to remember all these things,
Mm-hmm.
especially when going back to school. because you're going to be told that you might not be a couple of these things. You have to remind yourself that they don't know what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You
Facts.
are doing your best, and your best is as good as you can do. And if you are still struggling when it comes to school, talk to a teacher, talk to your parent. If you need an
Yes.
IEP, do what you have to do to make sure that you pass school for you. And
Mm-hmm.
IEPs help tremendously with that. I'm not well versed in that, but I do know that it will give you the support that you need going through school. So research it, find out what works for you, get someone to help you with it, to advocate for you, and know that going into your next school year, it's about to be a great year because you're going to choose to actively see the goodness out of the school year and not just the negative out of the school year.
Absolutely. Facts.
Okay? Because that's how I'm going personally in. And I'll also say this because I can feel my mama saying it. And keep a gratitude journal. I could just
So
hear my mom
important.
say that.
Look. Before we go,
Oh snap! He's walking away to grab something, y'all. What is he going to grab? What is he going to grab? What you got?
so most days within the last 10 plus years, I've written a daily gratitude journal. I actually have a whole video on journaling out on my YouTube channel if anybody's interested in that. But I couldn't concur more with you because when things get stressful, our mind has the propensity to dive into negative thought spirals. And a gratitude journal can break that up. And even I have not the best day every once in a while. So, for example, today a few things happened and I found myself just kind of cursing under my breath and being like, sheesh, this was a lot. But I then bring it back to I'm grateful for the work that I'm doing. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful that I have clothes on that keep me warm. I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful that I met you at VidCon. I'm grateful that I have a friend in Las Vegas who I can hang out with. I'm grateful that I live in a country where bombs don't rain on my head and I don't have to worry about my loved one's safety. I'm grateful that I have enough to eat. So that those are the things that break these negative thought spirals. Of course, if you're down and out and you have absolutely nobody in life, which I don't hope any of your viewers are in that position, but then it's hard to be grateful for anything, right? But as long as we have enough to eat, we are healthy, there's a lot that we can be grateful for, in my opinion. And so if you sometimes struggle with positivity, then as Charente said, writing a daily gratitude journal or just having a practice of like verbalizing gratitude, I think can be tremendously helpful.
Oh yeah, gotta vent that gratitude. Cause
Hmm.
I was thinking like, what am I gonna call that segment on my show? I was like venting gratitude because every time someone decides they're going to vent, it's normally not gratitude, it's other
Right,
things. So I was like
right.
venting some gratitude.
I think we got to start a t-shirt brand, venting gratitude.
Because it's the best attitude. It's
Yeah.
straight up. I really need to relaunch all my merch because I haven't done that yet.
Okay.
But I'm gonna figure it out. But yeah, vent that gratitude because that gratitude is going to keep you in the attitude of success, abundance, prosperity, and bringing all the things that you want for you and your life to you.
Facts.
I will say that it's in that appreciation because in that
Facts.
appreciation, everything is already. And when
Hmm.
you're taking things negative, you're subtracting things from the equation. And we're talking basic mathematics, y'all. Elementary school math. You can
Hmm.
either add to your life or you can subtract from your life. And every time you choose to let a negative thought spiral, you are choosing to drain yourself.
Yes. You know what? You couldn't have said that better. And I also wanted to say I'm really grateful for your audience here, for everybody who was tuned in and dedicated some time to better themselves or to learn, a thing or two. I think that's very commendable. So I'm grateful that I was able to be a part of that. And I'm grateful for you, Charente, and everybody who's tuned in tonight.
Yay! I love the love. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So, y'all, you heard it here. And the only thing I don't think that I did this entire stream was this part right here. This is the last thing I'm going to say before we head out, y'all. Anyone's birthday that's today? If it is, you need to drop it in the chat now or forever hold your peace. Speak now or forever hold your
Let's
peace.
go.
Any birthdays, I just let me know. Who's
Happy birthday to you.
Oh yeah, I have an entire dude. I have an entire like scene for birthdays.
Okay.
I would love to put it up, but no one said it's their birthday, so I'm gonna go and wait just another second longer. If it ain't no one's birthday, we're just gonna head out. Okay, I
Sounds
guess
good.
it's no one's birthday, so it looks like we're gonna head out for today. But Ace, know that you're always welcome back because you are one of our besties now. So you have to come back
I,
one
I
day.
will I will absolutely return. We'll make that happen again. I really enjoyed being here, Charente. Thanks for hosting this.
Absolutely. And Edward just threw in it's their birthday. So 1 second.
Whoop whoop.
Okay. Because you know how I do things. They said it's their birthday. So I normally sing the happy birthday song. Do you want to hype me up from the behind the scenes?
Yeah, I'll do some
Okay.
background dancing. Let's go.
Happy birthday to
To
you.
you,
Happy birthday to
to
you.
you,
Happy birthday, dear Edward.
Edward.
Happy
Happy birthday
to
to you.
Happy birthday
Day
to
to
you.
you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, bestie, on your day. Yay, yay. Love it. And I
Happy
love it.
birthday.
Okay, and back to here. Oh, stop. There you go. Hey, and it's also Fatima's birthday. Happy birthday. And it's
Happy
Moise's
birthday,
birthday
Fatima.
month. Happy birthday. So happy that there are so many birthdays in the house. I'm so thankful and grateful y'all made it another year around the sun and you're not done yet. And that's just so much fun.
Yeah, do a little something for your special day. It's important to celebrate like the victories of being alive for just another year.
Here we go. I bought myself a crown.
I love that for you.
Because I was like, these are just my gentle reminders that one, I have queen status if I choose to have queen status,
Yeah,
and three, to remind me that I've always been worthy.
right.
Doesn't matter, I'm just always worthy. So,
There's
oh,
another birthday.
another birthday! Wait a minute! Is that Marianne? Happy birthday, Marianne!
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday! Hey, get it! Shimmy with it. Mm, 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 mm. Hey, I'm loving it. So many birthdays, and y'all know I like celebrating birthdays on my channel. Y'all already know that I go in full song because why not? I like Happy Birthday. It's an easy song. But until next time, y'all, I'll be back here on Thursday, and we're going to be doing some nails. I don't know what nails y'all want me to do, but remember, I got the chrome. I got the foils. I got all the things, and we're going to choose nails again. And your name might be end up on a nail if you actually come to that live. You never know. I like writing names. It's a thing that I do. So catch that on Thursday at 8 p.m. Pacific time. And also this week we're doing Roblox on Friday at 8 p.m. as well. It's 8 p.m. y'all. I'm trying to make it easy. And thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. I see you in the chat. Please know that y'all are more than enough. And until next time, Ace. Bye.